Good morning, Bonneville County. You have just joined Breakfast with the Cooks. We're excited to have you here with us live on Facebook.
Yes, I'm Sherry, and this is my husband, Kevin. He is running for the Idaho State Senate in District 30.
Here in Bonneville County. It's been another exciting week, exciting campaign week. We are continually humbled and amazed about the number of people that want to get involved with the campaign, that are willing to put up their time and effort and their whole family to get involved. It's exciting to see what they do, want to help out.
Oh, it's been so fun. In fact, look at our cute mailer.
You should receive that this week.
Just all these people holding vote for Kevin or I support Kevin. It's so fun. In fact, another fun thing that we've been doing for several weeks, but this week we had several engagements, is our Honk and Wave campaign. A lot of you have sent texts or pictures with kids and adults and families waving signs that say Kevin Cook for Idaho State Senate.
And that's on our Facebook if you want to see those pictures.
Yeah, not all of them, but some of them are. And Honk for Kevin. And it's just been really fun, and it's brought a lot of energy to our campaign. And we will be out there somewhere today.
And if you want to join us, let us know. Or if you want to do it as your own family, we'll supply the signs.
Yeah, you bring the energy. We'll supply the signs.
The signs and the drinks. How's that?
Yeah.
We'll make sure we get some drinks for you. So it's a lot of fun, and it's really provided a lot of energy for us. It's exciting.
Yep. So questions that we've gotten this week. Well, one of them is still your stance on the Second Amendment, which is kind of surprising, but there you go.
It's a surprising because that's the Second Amendment was just part of me. It's who I am. But the reason why these questions keep coming up is my opponent. Anytime that if you requested an absentee ballot, my opponent will send you a letter from him. And on that letter, he questions my stance on guns, on the Second Amendment, which is really kind of strange because I was raised with guns. I was raised hunting and shooting and target practicing, and that's just what we did as a family, and it was a lot of fun. I have continued that tradition in our family.
Right.
And we've had a lot of fun doing that. I have owned guns since I was just a child. And from that, as an adult, I have taken out hundreds of youth out onto shooting ranges or to go shoot clay pigeons or so forth, where we've taught them the proper use of guns, how to use them safely, how to clean them. And we've talked about the Second Amendment, the right to own and bear firearms. That is important to me. It isn't something that I just said, you know what, let me start talking about it now that I've announced that I'm running for office. No, it is something I have done my whole life, and you can see that. You can go out on my Facebook. You'll see pictures of us as family shooting years ago, as well as videos talking about some of the youth groups that we have taken out and shooting. So it's a big thing for us. It's part of our lives. I'm a member of the National Rifle Association, known as the NRA, who is the biggest and most premier greatest advocate across our entire nation, fighting for the rights for Americans to own and bear arms. And they gave me the highest grade possible because of my stance on the Second Amendment. And so I am pro-guns.
You are. And we have all these pictures because I am so annoying when it comes to pictures. I'm always like, okay, guys, I drive my family crazy with pictures. And we do enjoy doing it as a family. We target shoot a lot. In fact, both of our daughters who are married are better shots than their husbands. Yeah.
It's true.
They are, because it's something they grew up with.
Guns can be a lot of fun. They're a lot of fun if you learn how to use them right. And not only fun, but they're part of American way. It's part of Idaho. And so if you haven't learned about how to shoot a gun, go do it. It's a lot of fun. You'll enjoy it. And I just need you to know that I will stand and fight for the Second Amendment, that I believe it is a right that we have, and the Constitution states so.
Yeah. So we've had a lot of support. We mentioned from people. We've had a lot of support from businesses, and we've had a lot of support from political action committees, or some people call them special interest groups. And it's been so overwhelming and so
Yeah.
humbling.
You know, and sometimes you might think special interest group, that leaves me a bad taste in my mouth. They're not good. Well, let me tell you about the special interest groups or PACs, okay?
That are supporting you.
That are
because
supporting
there are some
my
bad
campaign.
ones.
Yeah, there are some bad ones, but the ones that are supporting me, I want you to know about because they are Idaho, East Idaho PACs or East Idaho special interests. There are you and me that are supporting this. So for instance, we have a bunch of technology companies that have said, hey, we want to help your campaign. We want to support
Hang
you.
on, someone's saying they can't hear us. If you can hear us, can you wave or something? And I'm going to check and make sure it's not in audio. My little
Oh.
earpiece. Okay, just a sec.
Sorry, let's make sure that, is it on?
I don't know. Keep talking.
All right. Well, we'll keep talking. So one of the things about some of these special action groups or special groups, okay, it looks like they can hear us. It's huge for here in Southeast Idaho because of INL. INL, as long as they continue to hire more and more scientists, engineers, software people, the technology will grow. This is a very rich technology community and it will continue to do so. And so I'm excited to have technology companies that hire people here in Southeast Idaho in Bonneville County support this campaign. I'm excited for that.
Oh, yeah. And we've also had a lot of farming and ranching groups, too, that have sent your support.
We have, and we've got the Idaho cattle, the barley and grain wheat pack. We've got the potato industry, and one of the greatest and biggest ones is the Idaho Farm Bureau. Okay, these are companies that are supporting my campaign, and I'm excited about it. As a farm boy, I love agriculture. I love planting and seeing things grow. I love cattle and horses and so forth. And so, and agriculture plays an incredible part of the Idaho economy here. And so they're important. And it's ranchers and farmers that live here, not over in Iowa or California or somewhere else, but it's here.
Well, and it's that way of life that brought us here 21 years ago. When we were looking at locations, he did not even care what the house looked like. He was just like, there's a barn, that's what I want. Or he'd see a potato truck. Oh, Sherry, isn't that the most beautiful thing you've ever seen? So agriculture is just in his blood. And we have owned land for the last 21 years that we've lived here, and we farmed and we've had animals and we've done the whole shebang. So
everybody should have a barn. It's just a way of life.
Yeah, so it's been really humbling, all the support. And most of you know I'm a realtor, and it was quite a surprise to get letters of endorsement and support from two different realtor companies, the state of Idaho.
State of Idaho and
Yeah,
the greater
and-
Idaho Falls.
Which is our local one here.
So these
What an
realtors,
honor.
these are hundreds of realtors
hundreds.
here in Bonneville County. And so that's kind of cool. So some of the other support we've got is Idaho Chooses Life, which is awesome.
Yeah.
I'm in full support of Idaho Chooses Life. If you want to meet a great person, I think I've said this several weeks, is David Ripley. He is the
Well,
director.
yeah.
Just
He's
incredible.
amazing.
Incredible man.
He's amazing. And they voted on which candidate to endorse.
They've communicated with us both.
Yeah, it's been wonderful. Did you already mention the Idaho General Contractors?
No, I was just getting to that.
Oh, okay.
So we've got support from agricultural and natural resource industries, the medical and dental professionals, power and utility companies,
Oh, yeah.
including which was made up. Idaho Falls Power is part of those, is one of those that make up that association. Anyway, the General Contractors Association, all kinds of companies across southeastern Idaho and different sectors that we represent that have come on board and say we want to support your campaign. So the neat thing is we call them special interest groups. Well, those special interest groups are made up of ranchers and farmers, electricians, scientists, lawyers and doctors and dentists, you name it, but they're here.
Contractors and realtors
Yeah.
and technology people. They're
Here,
you.
they're you.
They're us. They're you.
That's-
the constituents of
That-
District
that's
30.
who those special interests are. They're made up of you. And so I'm excited to represent you, to go back to Boise and represent you as constituents. So.
Yep, for sure. Well, we don't like keeping you too long on your Saturday mornings.
It's a sacred day. Saturdays are sacred. They only come once a week.
They are. They are. But I just wanted to remind you all that your mailbox is your ballot box, and you just have a few days left to request your opportunity to vote. You can go to our webpage, kevincookforidaho.com, and we've got a little button that says request your absentee ballot.
Yep.
You can go to idahovotes.gov and do it that way. Many of you received a postcard. That postcard is your little request. It's not the voting ballot, but it's your request to vote. So you can just sign that and send it back, and then they mail you the actual voting ballot.
Yeah, you should. So once you've done that, the actual ballot will come to your mailbox. Get that, fill it out, and one of the important things you want to do is where it says Kevin Cook for Senate, you want to mark that one, mark that box solid.
Oh, for sure.
And then put it back, there's 2 envelopes, put it back in the yellow envelope first.
Yeah,
and then that yellow envelope goes into the white envelope, seal it up, and then you have to sign it. If you don't sign it, it won't get counted. So you got to sign it and then put it in the mailbox. That all has to be done before June 2nd. You're running out of days, so do it today.
Do it now, because we all get busy.
Yeah.
We all get so busy.
Yeah.
Okay, we are just getting way off track. Thank you so much for joining us. Again, I'm Sherry. This is my husband, Kevin. He's running for the Idaho State Senate. If you have questions for him, you can go to our website, kevincookforidaho.com. There's a big thing button says Ask Kevin, or you can message him on Facebook, and he'll respond.
Yep.
He'll get back to you.
I can't guarantee how quick. There's a lot of questions coming in, but we will respond and we will get those questions answered. But thank you for joining us.
Yep, come find us on the street.
You have joined Breakfast with the Cooks. Join the movement, and together we will put Idaho first.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks. Have a great Saturday.